Alright guys, it's D Brown with Track Headz, and today I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Track Headz. So, I've been watching this athlete for quite some time. He's a Jamaican athlete. He goes by the name of Yohan Blake, right? And I've been watching him year by year. Really great athlete. Elite, no, he's elite. He's still a great athlete, but I'm talking about in the world scope of things, like ever. That dude was making moves 2011, 2012, was had Usain Bolt running hard every single time that they met up. And as of late, he's been he's been getting under 10 seconds, but I haven't really been seeing him dominate in the same fashion since his injury. Now, for those of you who don't know, Yohan Blake had an injury, I want to say in 2013, where he had a level 3 hamstring strain, where the hamstring came off the bone. And if you know anything about hamstrings and sprinting, I had a couple hamstring strains level 2. They are not fun, especially when they come off the bone. It requires surgery. I'm sure it required you have to screw the hamstring back into the joint. It's a bunch of just, it's a crazy rehab process. But he got back running, which is a feat within itself. He got back to running on the elite level, but has since separated with his coach. We can only speculate so much. We can only really go off of what the athlete says, what the coaches say, and the performances. I've had terrible, races after my hamstring strain. So I'm going off of my personal experience of what I think is the reason why he's not getting back to the 9.8s and 9.7s and even 9.6s where he was before. And I'm basing it strictly off that and from what I see in his races, because he runs a lot way different than he did at the 2012 Olympics. If you pull up how he ran in like 2020, 2019, 2018, compared to like the 2011, 2012 Yohan Blake, he runs completely different. Um, so this is basically my guess as to what he should work on. And mind you, this is me being a coach, being a couch coach, a chair coach. I'm not with him on an everyday basis, but let's get to it because I don't want to waste your time with this. All right. But personally, I personally think that Yohan Blake is fast, right? He's one of those athletes that has pure speed, has always been fast, works on his speed, is a beast in like the first 60 meters. But I also think that his weakness is that he has trouble holding his endurance for long periods of time, holding that speed for long periods of time. I think what made him dangerous was that when he was able to hold his endurance for long periods of time, there was no chance you were gonna beat him. If he's in front of you, he's gonna stay in front of you. Like, you're not gonna beat him. In the best shape, the time period in which he was dropping the best times was when he was in best shape for the 400. That's not a coincidence. All right. When he ran his PR, I believe a 46.2 was when it was the same year. I believe that was 20. I want to say it was 2011. That's when he went his 19.26. All right, because his endurance was ridiculous. Right. Excuse me. His endurance was ridiculous because he was in such great 400-meter shape. I remember reading an article saying that he was running 300s and 30 point in practice and things of that nature. I don't think he could do the same thing today if you were to ask him. I don't think he broke 20 seconds. I don't know the last time he broke 20 seconds in the 200, and that says a lot. If you look at the way his 100 is, he's leading 50 to 60 meters in to the race. And then after that, he starts to fall off of the pace. He starts to overstride in an effort for his body to maintain velocity in that maintenance phase in the last 40 meters, 30 meters of the 100. And you really notice it, because he doesn't look comfortable. Whereas in past races, after 60, that dude hits another gear and starts to walk away from people. So, in my personal opinion, I personally think that Yohan Blake, as fast as he is, he has to get back to conditioning. Still maintain the same speed that you have, because that's the last thing to come back when you talk about hamstring tears, right? So he did the hard part. Like, this is not like a me thinking that he's in the wrong direction. No, he's doing the right thing, getting his speed back first. But I also think that in addition to that, he needs to work on his 400 conditioning. Not to say he needs to do 400-meter workouts, no. But I do think that he needs to work on his conditioning, and that conditioning is going to be shown through the 400, which is why they do their 400s at the beginning of the year. And I think he was in the right direction last year because I think he went like 48 or 47, but then COVID hit, and I didn't really see him do it too much this year. Um, I just watched the American Track League race that was in Atlanta and Marietta, and I saw him run 9.95. Looked really impressive, but again, he ran it from the front end. No one caught him, but I really would like to see what he can do when he's tested by a 9.8 or 9.7 athlete, really a 9.8 athlete, like a Ronnie Baker or just any 9.8 athlete, and see what he does when it's time to transition from 40 to 50 to 60. How is he able to, snap his feet down, have his hips under him, and really just relax and let those legs turn over in that next section. So that's personally what I think that he can improve on, and that's just me watching. That's just me being a chair coach, a couch coach. I know nothing about his training, but that's just from what I'm seeing. And honestly, I don't think I'm too far off, to be completely honest with you. So with all that being said, it's D Brown with Track Headz. I want to thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think that Yohan Blake could work on? Because he's was and is one of my favorite athletes. I miss the Beast era where he would do this, and small engine, when he would talk about how fast he was running in like 2011, 2010, all his little antics he would do, and how crazy they were. I missed the Yohan Blake with the braids. So one of the best ever to do it. So what do you guys think that he can improve on? Because everyone needs something to improve on in order to be better in the sport. I know age has a big thing to do with it. I see he got a little bit bigger from when he was in 2011. So a lot of things, a lot of things. So I won't draw this out though. I want to thank you guys for watching. It's D Brown with Track Headz. Peace.